A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 196. It can be but myself I crucify.
Lesson 196 means that when you hurt yourself with angry or unkind thoughts, you are the one who feels the pain. No one else can truly hurt you inside. When you blame, judge, or punish yourself, it makes your heart feel heavy. This lesson teaches you that you can choose love instead of hurting yourself with fear. When you are kind to yourself, you feel free, peaceful, and safe again.
When you really understand this and keep it in your heart, you will not try to hurt yourself or make your body suffer for mistakes. You will know that hurting someone else only hurts you too. You will stop believing that attacking others can protect you. Instead, you will see that when your brother is safe and healed, you are safe and healed too.
Jesus wants us to notice how the ego makes us blame others and attack to hide our own guilt. Attack always starts in our minds with the choice to separate from God. When we see that attacking only brings pain, we can choose forgiveness instead. By forgiving others, we heal ourselves because we share the same goal of love, and this helps us remember God and find peace.
At first, you might not see how today's idea, "It can be but myself I crucify," is about mercy that protects everything with endless love. The ego might try to twist it and say it proves you cannot escape punishment, but the ego does not really understand the truth. You can learn to see when the ego uses truth in a silly way, and remember, it does not mean what the ego thinks.
The ego tries to twist today's lesson, being, "It can be but myself I crucify," to make you think you will always suffer and it is someone else's fault. But Jesus teaches that we are not egos or just bodies. We are God's children who could choose love and show others who we really are.
When you learn today's idea, "It can be but myself I crucify," you teach yourself that you are not just an ego or a body. You will not be tricked into thinking you deserve to suffer. Instead, you will see the light of new life, looking beyond thoughts of pain or death and choosing freedom and the joy of living.
In A Course in Miracles, resurrection means waking up from the dream of death by seeing death as unreal. Jesus shows us how the world's problems come from our hidden belief that we are separate from God. These dreams hide our power to choose again. He teaches us to look past what happens to our bodies and realize the ego uses them to keep us afraid of God's love. When we forgive, we wake up to the light of life and see love everywhere instead of fear, bringing us peace and joy.
Today's idea helps us move from feeling trapped to being perfectly free. Let us take this step together so we can quickly follow the path to peace, letting go of our worries one by one. We do not need a lot of time to do this. We just need to be willing. What might seem like it would take forever can actually happen in one moment with God's help.
We need to take small steps back to God, learning to forgive everything so we can let go of the ego. Today we start climbing back up the ladder we fell down when we felt separate. Jesus asks us for little willingness so we can choose peace over being right. When we forgive and choose the holy instant, we let go of fear, bring light to the world, and save time on our journey home.
The sad and hopeless idea that you can hurt others and not hurt yourself keeps you trapped in pain. You might have thought that this was how to stay safe. But really, it just means you believe God is scary and wants to punish you. That is like living in a nightmare. How could anyone think their loving Father wants to hurt them or make them disappear without feeling terrified inside?
This means we only hurt ourselves when we attack others, because we are all one. Jesus wants us to stop blaming others and end the cycle of guilt and pain. Attacking does not save us. It only makes us feel more guilty and afraid. Deep down, we think we hurt God and fear His punishment, which affects how we see the world. Jesus asks us to bring these dark thoughts to the Holy Spirit so we can remember we are safe in God's love and have nothing to fear.
If you think you can hurt someone else and stay safe yourself, you are believing something crazy. Until you see that this can never be true, you will feel stuck. If you believe you can attack and not be hurt, you will keep being afraid of God. You will not even notice how silly this idea is or think to question it.
If you feel good when others suffer or judge them to feel better, you are following the ego's lie that God is your enemy. This makes you think showing God other sinners will save you, but every attack hurts you instead. Jesus teaches the real problem is not what happens, but the attack thoughts in your mind. Only forgiveness heals by undoing hate and fear. Jesus wants you to look at your judgments so you can give them to Him, let go of fear, and remember God's love. Even small judgments show we think God is scary, but we can choose peace instead.
Before you can start to question the scary thoughts that attacking others keeps you safe, you need to feel a little less afraid so you can see you have a choice. When you start to feel more calm, you can decide if you really want to keep following this painful way. Only then will you see it is your own thoughts that make you afraid, and you can choose to let go of them and feel free.
You need to see that your fear does not come from God, but from yourself. When you attack others, you really hurt yourself and think God will punish you. But your thoughts shape what you see, so you can choose to see with love instead. Every person shows you what you believe about yourself, and you can free yourself by choosing kindness instead of attack.
If you learn today's lesson, the next ones will feel much easier. Once you see that only your own thoughts can hurt you, you will stop being afraid of God. You will realize nothing outside you can make you afraid. Then you will be ready to welcome God back into your mind, where He has always been with you.
Our freedom comes from knowing only our thoughts can hurt us, not what others do. The ego tries to hide this by making us think we are victims of the world, but really, our fear and guilt come from our own belief that we sinned against God. When we see with Jesus that our fearful thoughts have no real power, we remember we never truly left God and have nothing to fear. The ego uses fear to keep us feeling separate, but God always loves us and wants us to come back to Him without guilt or fear, because we are still holy and safe in His love.
Today's idea, it can be but myself I crucify, helps us hear God's loving message. If you realize it is only yourself you can hurt, then you did not harm the world and do not need to fear anything chasing you or God being angry. You do not have to hide in fear anymore. What you are most scared of, God's love, is what will actually save you. You are strong and free, even if you once tried to be weak and trapped because you are afraid. Your true safety and happiness are found in your strength and freedom.
This lesson, It Can Be But Myself I Crucify, helps us see that when we step outside the ego's dream with Jesus, we realize nothing we did could hurt God or change the truth. Our mistakes did not affect God or the world. We only feel afraid of God's love because it shows we were wrong and the ego's story of separation is not true. The ego says freedom comes from being alone, but real freedom is knowing we are part of God's love. When we choose love instead of fear, we find our true strength and remember we belong with God, which brings peace and freedom.
There can be a moment when you feel so scared that it seems like there is no way out. This happens when you finally see that what you are really afraid of is yourself, and your mind feels split and confused. Before this, you thought your fears came from something outside of you, like an enemy or a scary God waiting to punish you. But the truth is, your fears come from inside your own mind.
Jesus explains that we feel terrified when we realize our fear comes from thinking we are guilty and God will punish us. The ego made the world and our bodies to hide this fear by making us see problems outside ourselves. This way, we blame others instead of facing our own minds. But the real problem is not outside. It is the belief inside us that we are sinners who deserve punishment.
Right now, you might feel like there is something inside you that wants to hurt you and is waiting to punish you. But in the same moment, you can find a way to be saved. When you realize there is no reason to be afraid of God, you can ask Him with love to help you see the truth. You can remember He is your Father and you are His child. Pray that you can see this today. Step away from fear and move closer to love.
When we think hurting others saves us, we are really afraid of ourselves. The ego says the problem is outside, but our own thoughts cause our pain. Jesus wants us to see this so we can let go of fear and remember God's love. When we look at our anger honestly, we see it comes from choosing wrongly in our minds. By forgiving, we see everyone as innocent, remove the walls between us, and remember we are one family in God's love. This brings true peace and happiness because love is stronger than fear and sets us free.
Every loving thought from God is with you to help you reach the moment when your fear is gone and to move past it forever. When you are no longer afraid of God, nothing can block you from feeling His perfect peace. The idea we are practicing is kind and gentle. Accept it gladly because it sets you free. It is only yourself that your mind can hurt, but you can also set yourself free by choosing love and forgiveness.
The help we need is already in us, and when we ask, God's loving thoughts remind us we are safe and loved. When we stop fearing God, guilt and sin disappear, and we feel heaven's peace. We stand where sin once was and see Christ's light, remembering we are God's beloved children. Love only saves and never hurts, and this helps us feel grateful and ready to keep moving forward with Jesus.
It can be but myself I crucify. It can be but myself I crucify. It can be but myself I crucify.